Hello class, I'm going to go ahead and tell you a story today about my very first trip to the rock shop. It happened when I was a teenager and I went to a ranch in Mexico with my family. At the time I was going through a fossil finding stage and I was always looking at rocks to see if I could find any fossils. Well, while I was on a trail, something like this, I saw this rock and it didn't have the same colors as the rock around it. So I went up to it to go pick it up, and immediately I noticed a difference. The rock felt heavier than what it should have been, almost as if there was something inside of it making it heavy. This is what the rock looked like, and I was so intrigued by the lines, the color, the weight, all the different properties that this rock had. So I went ahead and I took it home with me, and I looked to see if I could find other rocks on the internet that looked like it, so I could try to find what type of rock it was. In the end, I decided to just take this rock to a rock shop to see if they can go ahead and give me some insight as to what type of rock it was. I had never been to a rock shop before. This was my first time, and I was excited because I was thinking, wow, there could probably be like several other rocks in here that I might end up liking. Sure enough, as soon as I went in, I saw all these beautiful rocks and minerals, all these different colors. It was amazing. I decided to browse before I went up to talk to anybody. I saw some that were gold, I saw some that were clear, some that were purple, all the colors of the rainbow, all so sparkly and shiny. Several of them caught my eye and I decided to go ahead and to buy them. I must have ended up buying about 15 different rocks at that time. My mother didn't really understand it, but she went ahead and she bought them for me. So I went ahead and I found the best rocks, the ones that I liked the most, those that were the most special. And I went ahead and I took those and I paid for them. When I went to the counter to pay, I showed the lady there my rock, the person working behind the counter. She was the owner of the rock shop, and she said that I had a very special rock in my hand. I was shocked and surprised. I said, yes, it looks special, but tell me, what type of rock is it? She said it was a geode, and she said that these rocks had a very special surprise inside. So she took me to the machine, this very special machine that looks kind of like a saw, and she put my geode on it, and I asked her what was going to happen, and she said that it would break my rock in half. I wasn't too thrilled at the idea in a way, because to me it was my special rock, but at the same time I was curious to see what was inside. So she opened up my rock, and to my surprise, on the inside it had lots of crystals, different colors. They were clear, some were black, everything was very shiny. And she said that these crystals were the reason that the rock was heavier than other rocks that were near it. So I was very happy to see it, to see all these crystals, and I went ahead and I took the rock back home, along with all my other rocks. These are just some of the ones that I brought back home with me that day. I started to look them up and see what properties they have. Properties are the characteristics that make up a material, an item. So to my surprise, I had another little rock in here that had a really special secret. It's called calcite, and it's the purplish rock that you see here in this picture, that light purple rock. It turns out if you put that rock underneath a black light or a UV light, it emits a nice beautiful glow. So there's a lot of things that I learned that day from the rock shop, and all because of my one trip on a trail that I happened to find a very special rock.